Hi, today we are going to talk about Vision 2045, Ontario Power Generation Electrifying the Life. This is an documentary from OPG, Ontario Power Generation, in which various employees, CEO, and managers they're talking about the project, the nuclear project, and I will just present it to you and their statements and the purpose of OPG for Vision 2045. One of the founders of Ontario Hydro, which ultimately became OPG, was her Adam Back. So this is someone who was very involved politically in the province of Ontario and had a vision of being able to build out the hydroelectric system in the province as the province started to grow so 100 years ago, and Sir Adam Back started down the path of deciding that no, there is a better way to do this, that we could build out a bulk electricity system with big hydro stations at the time and develop that for the province of Ontario. Our vision for the company is to electrify life in one generation, and we wanted to give a time frame for the people to have perspective. Really, what we are seeing out to do is to electrify everything and therefore result in a clean economy. We live, OPG is committed to being a net zero company by 2040. This was laid out in our first ever climate change plan, which we launched in 2020. Commitment is to help the broader economy also become net zero by 2050. There are ambitious goals, but we are confident that they can be achieved, and we are looking to do it through a variety of solutions and technologies. Leading the way would be new nuclear technology in the nature of a smaller modular reactor. It would be low carbon hydrogen battery storage, and then the redevelopment of the existing nuclear facilities and the continued operation of hydro facilities. The Darlington refurbishment project is one of key success. We have been planning this project for many years, and the meticulous planning of every task and the qualified and experienced workers that we have on the project are what makes the project successful. During a refurbishment, the plant is shut down, isolated, disassembled, and put back together with new parts in the nuclear reactors. The pressure tubes and the fuel bundles have a lifespan of 40 years. Once refurbished is done, the pod can run safely and reliably for another 30 to 40 years. OPG is very excited to be planning the world's first smaller modular reactor at Darlington site. Smaller modular reactors are like the name, smaller components, more simple components, faster to build. So just to put it in perspective, our target date is to have it operational late 2028, 2029, and really comes around working with the technology provided and our own nuclear capability. But really, what the goal is by the time we get to the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth reactor is the important part is that middle layer, which is modular, so that these can be made in a factory, shipped to the site, and then assembled on site, and will be just an easier path for nuclear to be developed in a cost-effective way, and something then that he thinks the rest of the world can follow. So this is Madawaska's river. I'm going to show you now. Upstreams of us on the river system are two stations. It's Barrett Chute and the Mountain Chute. Downstreams of us are another two stations, which are Stewartsville and Empire. The total energy capacity on the river system with the five stations combined is about 620 megawatts. Calabogie with the new station will contribute about 10 megawatts to that river system. Prior to that, the old generating station produced 5 megawatts through redesigning and creating a more efficient station and the ability to convey more water. we are able to generate the more power, nearly twice as much. So this is the South Branch spillway right now. We are doing an active spill. A spill is how we are able to manage and control the water levels on the lake. Every hydro station has a spillway next to it. The water has to flow and either goes through the station or it goes through a spillway. So when it goes to the station, we are generating. When it goes through the spillway, we are managing the water levels and allowing that water to convey down to the downstream stations. Again, a station like Calabugi is doing it to what the indigenous First Nations people in the process helping us to do it the right way so we can improve on the way hydro stations were built 100 years ago to the way they are now built, so that the entire part of the environment is better off with the electrification. But as well, every fish, bird, piece of land that might be impacted by these projects is done respectful of the groups that are sort of the guardians of the environment. It speaks in OGBV. Christine John says, and I just noticed myself in Obiligi with my script name, which means red sky, and I'm from SAG Harbor. Conditions of the First Nation when the company is embarking on a new project before the project ever even starts. We engaged with community, we share our plans, our ideas, and we start that engagement early so we can get perspective from the indigenous nations and communities. We can get the perspectives and the feedback, input, and the participation in that way. We're starting meaningful engagement. She said, "I get asked a lot again. To do we think we can accomplish our goals of achieving what we want to do in the next generation?" And she says, "I'm a pure optimist. I think if you get smart people that are motivated, where you free up the innovative spirit of people, so." You can do it. So goal of the achieving what we want to do in the next generation and pure optimist, and this is what she talks about. We are going to do and is going to be 100,000 employees is just going to be on the project, and it's going to be everybody's project, and they will be working together. So this is a kind of documentary that I presented and shared with you. Thanks for watching.